Alright, it's time for part 4 of Fuga 2. These are ruins from the old world, says Socks. More hidden ruins, huh? Following the coordinates from the Phantom transmission led Malt and the others to the entrance of the Elder Ruins. A quick recap as we're chasing around Jahil while he looks for engines to upgrade his tank. Anyways, apparently we're about to be within combat range. Have they not noticed we're here? Or maybe they're just waiting for us to catch up. A massive amount of energy seemed to be exuding from the area the Belenos was in a moment ago. I'd fathom a guess that it's gained some new ability. We're getting the lowdown on Hannah from Jahil no matter what he's got up his sleeve. There's the Belenos. It's not moving an inch though, kinda suspicious if you ask me. Destroy the Belenos. Stop Jahil. That has to be Hannah. That's her voice, no mistaking it. As long as the Belenos is immobile, this should be like shooting fish in a barrel. Let's take it out. I am reading a new artillery unit headed in our direction at a rapid pace. Are you serious? At that moment, an unknown enemy unit thrust itself in front of the Belenos as if to shield it from harm. Protect Belenos. Jahil. What the hell is that thing? There are no signs of biological life from within that unit. It may well be some sort of unmanned sentinel left to guard the interior of the facility. We're not gonna let it stand in our way. Protect Belenos. Be careful, everyone. Who knows what this thing is capable of? Mama will protect you. Huh? Did it just call itself Mama? No harm must come to Jahil. Why does it want to protect him? We have to take him out. You want hurt Jahil? Yeah, I do. Hurt Jahil, I destroy. Jahil says, ugh, did I just pass out? The Belenos is rebooting, now reading increasing energy levels. Watch out, everybody. What gives? I can't utilize the power of this new generator yet. And here I was, unconscious, right in front of you all. I basically served myself up on a platter. Jahil, we don't. Shut up. I'm about to make you all regret not taking your chance while you had it. Hold on, Jahil, there's something we need to ask you. Oh? Where's Hannah? We know you still have her. I have no clue what you're talking about. The only one in the Belenos is me. We heard her voice coming from inside. She told us to stop you. I have no idea what you're going on about. At that exact moment, a voice resounded from the Belenos as if proof positive of the children's claim. Destroy the Belenos. Stop Jahil. What? Who the hell are you? It's Hannah. She really is in there. That's her voice calling out to us from the Belenos. She's telling us to stop you. I have no idea what you're going on about. The Belenos must not be made whole. It will destroy you, Jahil. What the hell do you mean it'll destroy me? Who are you? And where are you, for that matter? I am Hannah. I am within the Belenos. She's really alive. You're inside? What a load of bull. There's no room for anyone else in here but the person in the cockpit, and that's me. What? I am within the Belenos. I am one with the Belenos. Aren't you one of the brats I held captive on the Tyrannus a while back? Are you saying you're one of the AI control systems? It can't be. Has Hannah really become an artificial intelligence like Jean and Hax? That would appear to be the case. The same process took place when I lost my own corporeal form. My consciousness assimilated into the AI core of the Tarascus, and I took on my current form. I assume Hannah has been assimilated into the Belenos in much the same way. So you're part of the Belenos now? No. How do we get you out of there? Tell us. I'm sorry. I'll never be able to go back to what I was. As long as Hannah is assimilated within the Belenos, she cannot be rescued. I also presume that Hannah will be lost along with the Belenos should it be destroyed. You can't be serious. I'm out of here for now. I'll deal with you guys once I get another power under my belt. Wait, don't go. What, are you gonna blast me away if I do? Oh wait, you can't, or you'll blow your little friend up too. Why is this happening? I thought we were about to save Hannah. Damn it all. An hour later, unable to decide whether or not to pursue the Belenos, the children remain stationary, mired in melancholy. How can we help Hannah if we can't even fight the Belenos to get her back? If we destroy it, Hannah will die all over again. No, we can't lose her a second time. But Hannah told us herself, we can't let Jahil make the Belenos whole again. Wouldn't that mean we have to fight and defeat it? Listen, I'm not sure what'll happen once the Belenos is made whole again, but it's probably better we don't find out, right? Ugh, says Kyle. I'm really sorry about Hannah, and for what I'm asking you all to do, but there's really only one option here. The fate of Gasco and all its citizens depend on it. Defeating the Belenos, whose very existence threatened the people of Gasco, would likely result in losing their beloved Hannah once more. Faced with the cold, hard truth of the situation, the children sank even deeper into despair. Chapter 7, complete. Illustration by Goro Suzuki. This port appears to be bustling with activity. Couldn't have imagined anything like this a year ago, huh? True, for better or worse, the war has left Gasco a changed nation. Sorry, I didn't mean to rain on your excitement. Oh, it's no matter. The age of the airship is now upon our nation. It's time to look ahead. Spoken like a true president's daughter. Yeah, well, someday soon enough I hope to be more than just the daughter. You don't need to convince me, I can picture it already. Say, are you Vanilla? I am. Who are you? Some old guy asked me to give this to you. Is this a letter? Well, that's my job done. Hey, wait. What could this be? Your father lives. What? This game just won't kill anything. Your tank is all loaded up, ready to depart. All aboard! Chapter 8: Dead Leaves. The children remained torn between their desire to save Hannah and their duty to protect the citizens of Gasco by defeating the Belenos. What should we do now? I want to help Hannah, but how? Why won't she just come back to us? We need to think of a way to save her. Is Hannah going to be stuck in that thing forever? If that's true, then we can't just beat it or blow it up. I'm racking my brain, but I can't come up with a single solution. We have to take the Belenos down for the sake of everyone in Gasco, but I'm not sure what'll happen to Hannah if we do. Is there a way we can avoid fighting it? We're not going to solve anything by sitting around and flapping our gums. We need to do something. You've got a point. Is something wrong, Vanilla? Huh? What do you mean? It just looks like something's eating at you. I was talking about what our next move should be. Right, I'm sorry. I guess there's something on my mind. I stand by what I said. There's no way out of this without fighting the Belenos, but it goes without saying that if there's a way that we can help Hannah, then we should find it. Should I tell Malt about the letter? It said Father was alive, but I have no way of verifying whether it's true or not. I'm picking up hostiles in the area. It is likely that they are aiming to attack the nearby settlement. Forget the Belenos for now. We can't let those things run amok. But we do have time for an intermission. Oh. Alrighty, we finally got the platinum. Those Berman units all came from Jahil and the Belenos. I guess there really won't be any end to this unless we take Jahil out. Where's the Belenos now? I'm receiving a transmission that I believe originates from there. Because of its fragmented signal, I'm unable to figure out what the intent of the contents of the message are. We asked for its location, dickhead. Could it be Hannah? Yeah, it could be her coming for us to put a stop to him. Calling for us, rather. Hey, Hannah, was it? You can hear me, can't you? Yep. You said if I made the Belenos whole again, it would destroy me. What did you mean? I don't have a definite answer for you. All I know is what I was able to glean from a message left in the Belenos data storage. It said that the Belenos would be your undoing if it was made whole again. I doubt I could die so easily. Enough of this cryptic gobbledygook. I can't say whether or not the message is telling the truth. I just don't want anyone else to get hurt. What a load of bull. I'm making the Belenos whole and taking my revenge on this misbegotten sham of a world. That's the whole reason I came back in this age. A lot of these side conversations are just the same thing over and over again. They get kind of tedious. It's fun going back and reading old issues. Once you've missed an arc of the comic pages, you might discover things you missed the first time. I never get bored of reading the adventures of Sucre. Comic pages, typical youth of today. You'll rot your brain reading that. A societal travesty indeed. Oh, it's the geezers. You two out wandering around on your end? Wandering around again on... I don't know. I can't talk today. Hey, don't change the subject. Have either of you even read a comic book? I wouldn't be caught dead perusing such filth. Yeah, I don't care. Hey there, boy. Could you spare a moment? Is something wrong? How can we put this? You said you had all 10 issues? That's right. Did you read them? We have yet to receive issues 9 and 10. I think it's only fair we complete the story before giving you our critique. I didn't give you all of them? Maybe I lost the last 2 issues. Are you saying we're never gonna know the outcome of the decisive battle? Are you saying you like the story? Is it just more comic nonsense? Whatever. I have no choice but to leave the auxiliary generators on standby. Don't want to lose consciousness again. Guess I'm still not used to the power surge when turning them on, just like the experiments all those years ago. I should give it another try. No, don't! Jahil screams, I must kill and eviscerate, destroy everything. Jahil cried out as if possessed, while a sinister light poured out from the Belenos. The staggering number of artillery units that resembled Burman tanks spawned around the Belenos. The whirring of their mechanized cries rose into an insidious cacophony. That is a bunch of words. Jahil, says the voice, you mustn't. What the heck? You gotta be kidding me, I still can't use this power. Hannah says, stop! When you lose consciousness, the power surge is out of control and a host of rogue weaponry is created. That aside, you're gonna meet your end before the Belenos is even whole if you keep pushing yourself like this. Shut the hell up, I can do this, I know I can. It'll take more than this for me to meet my end. My friends, they were made just like me, they all died during those grueling experiments or in battle, but I was the one who survived. I made it out, until Mama tricked me and sealed me inside the Tyrannus. She tricked you? I'm gonna get my hands on the last 2 generators and make the Belenos whole and master its power. Then I'll make sure everyone in this shithole of a world feels the pain me and my friends went through 3 times over. So sit back and enjoy the ride, loudmouth. That's what you get for flapping your digital lips. You can stew in the data mainframe until I feel like letting you out. I know where I need to head next. Just you wait, Belenos. I'll have you back in one piece in no time. Just drag and drop her file into the recycling bin, I guess. My voice isn't getting through to him. He must have blocked me off somehow. At least I can somehow grasp why he's on this warpath. All the suffering and pain he went through years ago is driving him on this unreasonable vendetta. What did he mean when he said Mama tricked him? Maybe there are more data logs I can find with the answer. I'm still not too familiar with the Belenos' systems. Time isn't on my side. Hurry, everyone, you must stop Jahil. I'm picking up enemy signals. Literally every time. The Belenos made them. Is there any sign of communication from Hannah? Interference makes it difficult to figure out. If they're coming at us fast, doesn't that mean they're aiming to take us out? Let us set up an ambush and draw them in. Regardless of what you choose, the same thing happens. Enemies to be intercepted are drawing closer, now entering effective combat range. The enemy units appeared before the children, roaring and whirring with malicious intent and mechanical fury. There they are. Something about them gives me the heebie-jeebies. Their aura is nothing like the enemies we faced so far. It feels thick and oppressive, like someone consumed with rage. If we don't bring them down here and now, who knows what havoc they'll wreak on Gasco. Alright, let's do this. All enemy units have gone dark. The battle is over. Alright, we scrapped him. Let's get back after Jahil. This slight delay may have given him a bit of a lead. I've completed analysis of all recent incoming transmission data coming from the Belenos. You have? Was it Hannah? The audio is fragmented, but playable. Running out of time. Only 2 left. Stop Jahil. Whole again. So it was her. She sounds worked up. Only 2 left? Do you think that Hannah's talking about the amount of parts that Jehiel has left to make Belenos whole? What's gonna happen once it's fully assembled? I think she's trying to tell us to stop him before that happens. And we're running out of time. Even so, we're gonna find a way to defeat the Belenos and save Hannah no matter what. They would not be saying goodbye a second time. The children trudged on, their hearts driven by a thin shred of hope. Father, are you really still alive? He's obtained the 3rd generator. Hurry, everyone, before it's too late. Well, that escalated quickly. Oh, there's 2 left. Oh, never mind, there's 1 left. LOL. Chapter 9, The Game of Knucklebones. The innermost chamber of the 3rd altar. Alright, 1 generator to go. Though I'm sure I could take those brats out even now if I could just control the power. I know it's dangerous to connect to the Belenos systems, but I have to get through to Jehiel. Even so, I can't stop him on my own. Yeah. Blah blah blah. If I could directly link to the central core, I could control the machine. I know I can do it. Gah! Is this the control core? I guess it's sorta like the central nervous system of Belenos. In other words, I can maintain full control with this. This is it. My mind's made up. It's clearer than it's ever been. My link could be better, but this should do for now. At this rate, I can... Huh? What am I doing again? Oh right, I can rip those brats to pieces. Haha! Something's wrong with Jehiel, and it's only gonna get worse if he continues using the Belenos this way. I need to dig through the data and find any info that could be of use. Just say it over and over again, why don't you? I need to find data. I'm searching through the data. There's so much data. How much more data? I'm detecting a burst of energy coming towards us. Yeah. A lot of this plot is so overly repeated, it just gets really old. Father, what should I do? Something bothering you, Vanilla? Don't worry about it. You know, I don't think I ever thanked you for backing me up when everyone was upset. I owe you for that. I only defended you because I thought you wanted revenge as badly as I did. It felt like what I wanted was being called out and rejected by everybody. I'm not gonna pretend like I fully understand what you're thinking or going through, but I'm on your side. You must be infinitely more grief-stricken and angry than us. I mean, you lost both your mom and your dad. Right. How can I tell him that my dad might still be alive, though? If there's something you need to get off your chest, you should talk to me. I'm sure Lieutenant Muscat would be more dependable if she were here, but I'll do what I can. I don't have to talk about your problems. You can just chat. It might do you some good to get your mind off things. Yeah, you might be right. What a pointless discussion that is. Just so many repeated things, like, over and over. Like, oh, I found out my dad might be alive. I wonder if I should tell everybody 23 times over. Like, damn, this game is like 20 hours long. I don't need that much repetition. And that's if you're not speedrunning it. I'm pretty sure it can be beaten on under 3 hours if you do speedrun it. But I haven't concocted that run yet for myself, so that's probably a tomorrow activity. Just depends on if I go to hot yoga again and how much havoc that wreaks on my body. But today I took a nap and I was like, oh, it's been 5 hours. That's a lot of time. The Belenos signal is cut off from this point. There may be some sort of jamming device. So we don't even know if it's in there. If we can't rely on sensors, we can use our eyes. Oh boy. Receiving incoming transmission. Patching through. Jahil, everyone please. It's Hannah. You can hear me? Thank goodness. I can't talk long, so I'll keep it short. I want to show you this data log. It's encrypted, so I don't know what it says, but I think Jahil should see it for himself. As Hannah spoke to the children, an encrypted data log was transferred to the Tyrannus. No shit. Obtained the time-worn message. This data log must be a compressed video recording. It'll take some time to decrypt. Every time the Belenos powers up, Jahil seems to lose a piece of himself. It's almost like the Belenos is stealing away his sanity. If this keeps up, I don't doubt Jahil and the Belenos will go on a rampage that will destroy the entire world. A rampage? Is the Belenos okay? If that happens, you're going to be put in serious danger. Don't worry about me, just stop Jahil. Don't let him hurt anyone else. We'll stop him and save you. Just hold on, Hannah. That alone is all I... Transmission cut off. How do you plan on saving her? Yamama. You got that right. There's no other way this shakes out without saving Hannah. Where there's hope, there's a way. We should hold on to it as long as possible and come up with something. Yeah! I'm detecting enemy units approaching ahead. Let's keep moving. I'm running a decryption of the message. I'll let you know when it's done. Hee hee. Ho ho. There's something you should know. A portion of the video message has been partially decrypted. That's the most useless thing I've ever heard in my life. Commencing playback. I am recording this log on the Melodies project as a confession to you and in memory of the children whose lives it claimed. The video log had been created by an engineer from the old world. In it, she outlined the history of the Melodies project from its development to its termination. The Terminator. It seemed the Melodies was created by Crusade, the same organization that had made the Tyrannus. Unlike the Tyrannus, however, which was made purely as a destructive weapon, the Melodies had been created with a specific purpose in mind. It had been given the ability to recreate objects and revive the dead lost on the battlefield, powers that rivaled the gods themselves. However, its development had been halted following a difficulty in the production of the cyborg hybrids made to pilot the machine proper. It's a lot of gobbledygook. So many young hybrid lives were cut short by the project before it was ended. All save the one child who came closest to succeeding. That was you, Jahil. That is all of the data that I have been able to decrypt thus far. I will continue to analyze and decrypt the remainder of the video. Hybrids? I can hardly believe such technology existed, so Jahil isn't just a normal person after all. They made people? That just sounds wrong to me. Huh, I understand the desire to create as an engineer, but they were playing with life itself. Doesn't sit right with me either, but that woman didn't seem like a bad person. Me too, I don't think she's bad. She sounded kind of nice. Yeah, I think so too. She sort of reminded me of Jean. She spoke affectionately like she cared about Jahil. I'm willing to bet Jahil knows who she is. I just want to know what she says in the rest of the video. She mentioned the Melodies has the power to recreate objects and revive the dead. That must be how it's bringing back weaponry from the Burman army. Can it really bring back the dead, though? That sounds next to impossible for anyone who's not God. All I can say for certain is that the woman seemed to have a deep connection with Jahil. Maybe her words will convince him to stop. If she can, maybe we can even use the Belanos power to bring back Hannah. You might be right. I really hope it works out that way. That's the ticket. Some positive thinking to set us on the right track. Ugh. Gay. Basically they rolled around in glue, and then they rolled around on my floor with all the dog hair. I think Malt is like 13 or 12 in this game, so all of the ages of these characters are extremely sus. There's no character that you can imagine yourself in a relationship without admitting that you're a pedophile. So, guess you'll have to crush on some other cartoon characters. I personally have a crush on Sonic the Hedgehog. He's blue and he's fast. That's all I need to know. And I'm pretty sure he was made in the 80s originally, so he's definitely old enough at this point. Unless in his timeline he's just been 10 years old the whole damn time. All those events that happen to him, time is just very slow for speedy hedgehogs. A 1,000-year-old dragon. Is that Spyro or something? Oh man. I forget what it's called. It's like Rule 31 or something. If it exists, there's probably a porn of it. Ugh. I don't test that theory very often. But I bet you $50, given that Shota is an art form in Japan, that something horrible exists if you Google this and the word Shota. Anyways, the remainder of the video log has been successfully decrypted. Thanks, Hacks. Let's see it. Understood. Commencing playback. It's like thanking your Google Home. Jahil, of all the children we created, you were our masterwork. You showed limitless potential. The researchers' chronicle of conducted experiments soon began to resemble a confessional, each recounting a desperate plea for atonement. The children were speechless as they listened to the woman's detailed account of Jahil's tragic past. That concludes all decrypted video data. Like, that would actually be interesting, but they just gloss over that in 2 sentences. I can't believe it. How horrible. Poor Jahil. You got that right. Yes. That's why I like RPG Gamer a lot. It has pre-coded like start screens, music, sprites. It's got game over screens. It's got different vehicles for travel on the world map. Just like common shit like airships and things. So it's pretty much like it's really easy to build an RPG with that. Like it's a lot less about the coding and putting it together and a lot more about like building the maps and writing the story and stuff like that, which is kind of nice. So if you feel like being more creative, like it would be more fun to play around with RPG Gamer. There's very little you need to code. You can add layers of code over what RPG Gamer does so that you can make your game more, you know, like shiny and better than like the trash that a lot of people put out on it. So knowing how to code is useful, it's just not really necessary. But there's a lot of things that it doesn't do very well, like to get around some of its limitations, I would put invisible items in the character's inventory. Like, for instance, when I had, like, a character on a physical map join a party, like, the character would disappear, but then I, like, went back to that town later, and because the character wasn't in my party, like, the way that the game coded itself, like, he was just standing around waiting to, like, join your party again. So, what I did was I made, like, these invisible items. I just had, like, main character badge, sub character badge, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and whenever you picked someone up, it would join that person in your party, and then I just made an else if statement to remove the character from the map in the event that I have the invisible item that the player can't see in its inventory, but it's in there somewhere. So there's like little creative things like that that you can do to work around it. But it's very much like you're building like an SNES or like a PS1 type RPG. It doesn't have anything like better than that, honestly. The nice thing though is you can copy and paste like similar rooms. Like for towns, like I would just copy and paste the same building over and over again in new towns, just with like a different NPC in there selling different items. So it really like alleviates a lot of the design work that you would otherwise have to do. It just makes things very easy in my opinion. But it's been a hot minute since I've used it, so I'm sure it's been... I'm not sure, I know for a fact it's been updated multiple times since it's released. And it's very easy to pirate. All you have to do is, at least the last time I checked, you just go to Pirate Bay and type in RPG game, RPG Maker code generator, and you just run the coding generator and you're done. Anyways, this appears to be the facility's innermost chamber. All sensor systems are still currently jammed, so I'm unable to pick up the Belenos signal. The dim gloom of the facility's inner sanctum made it difficult for the children to find the Belenos with their eyes alone. Something's not right, it's too quiet. All this darkness is giving me the creeps. If our sensors are being jammed, there must be something hiding back here. I'm sure of it. But that bulkhead over there is closed tight. This might just be a dead end. I'm picking up a high energy reading. It's probably the fucking enemy. Or a bullet. The closed bulkhead in front of the children was blown apart and a powerful laser beam struck the Exotyrannis. Ah! Shields deflected the blast, huh? Well, guess I'd be a little pissed if you went down that easy anyway. Wait, Jahil, we don't want to fight. There's something we need to tell you. What the hell are you talking about? Don't tell me you're gonna start begging for your lives now. Belenos is the strongest it's ever been, and I'm able to fully wield its newfound power however I please. It's time for the showdown we've all been waiting for. Don't spoil my good time, you runts. Kamehameha! Uh-oh, it tickled his butthole. Biosystems fully linked. Target acquired. Initiating attack sequence. What the hell? Something weird's going on with this guy. Belenos is transforming. Maybe this is what Hannah meant when she said the Belenos was stealing away his sanity. Anyway, we have to stop this fight. Procedural generation is a lot more tricky. Because you have to make a lot of pieces of maps, and then you have to figure out how to code so that all of the maps actually function when they're randomly assembled. So, I don't know. It's a little bit trickier. You have to have, like, obviously an entry point and an exit point, and then, you know, different kinds of randomized treasures and things like that. And then you have to playtest the shit out of it over and over and over and over and over and over again to make sure that it's not fucking broken. Because it's very easy to break procedurally generated shit, as you might expect. Oof. Over and over and fucking over and fucking over and over and over. Ah! Gay homo porno dungeon. What happens when you put a bunch of sexy naked men in a room together? They start fucking. That sounds very spicy. You can't have anything nice unless you bring the fucking spice. Endless butthole dungeon. Explore is a homosexual in a never-ending, procedurally generated dungeon to find your sexy soulmate. More like sexy hole and pole mate. LOL, teehizos. The Bunny Collective. Holes and poles, kids. Holes and poles. You take out the pole, you put it in a hole, and that's how you have sex. The end. Polish people. Polish people have poles too. I would be willing to gather that most biological men have some form of a penis. Lesbians claim that they have 10. They call them their fingers. Jahil! I can hear Hannah. The Belanos control is getting weaker. Damn it, I thought I told you to shut it. It sounds like Jahil's come back to his senses. Alright, now might be our best shot at delivering that message. You don't have to hear it from us. Listen to what she has to say, please. She? Who are you? The video log has been transferred to the Belanos. Auto playback initiated. That's some wicked Bluetooth. I'm recording this log on the Belanos project as a confession to you and in the memory of the children whose lives it claimed. Mama? Jahil was stunned. The details of the engineer's confession were already well known to Jahil. Yet he stared at her as he spoke with a complex mix of emotions. Late into the recording, the engineer imparted a message meant only for him. Jahil, of all the children that we created, you were our masterwork. You showed limitless potential. Jahil, you survived through the horrible treatments and experimentations that are never described, only to experience suffering beyond belief when you were forced on board the Tyrannus as fodder for the soul cannon. Jahil winced in pain as if he were reliving the horrible memory. Tears began to well in the engineer's eyes as she continued her account of the details that happened long ago. Your strength as a hybrid ensured the soul cannon wouldn't rob you of your life. Instead, it subjected you to a fate even worse than death. What is that fate? Life? Anyways, and there was nothing I could do as the soul cannon fired over and over and over again, draining you. I'll never forget the way you screamed. I can still hear it even now, as we pumped every load out of you that we possibly could. Cut the shit, Mama. You were just like the rest of them in the end. You even heard me crying out and did nothing to help. You just let it happen until I blacked out in the Tyrannus. Jahil stared at the video feed with a look of sheer disgust. The engineer wasn't finished yet. She continued her story with a grief-stricken expression. I just don't want you to suffer any longer. That's why I put you to sleep and sealed you away in the Tyrannus without consulting the organization. I won't allow you to be used as an energy source for the soul cannon ever again. What? I thought I blacked out from the torture the soul cannon was putting me through. Damn it, I can't really remember what happened. I'm about to deploy for the last stand against the Vannergand. I'll be going in your stead as ammunition for the soul cannon. Normally, only the life of a child can be used as an energy source for the soul cannon, but I made a modification to the system that will allow an adult like myself to be used just this once. I'm not sure how the Tyrannus will react to this change. It might go out of control or simply stop functioning. If my experiment results in the Vannergan destroying the Tyrannus and our kind being wiped out, then so be it. Call it karma to be destroyed by the unholy horrors we wrought with our own hands. Don't worry about me, though. I'll be sleeping eternally right here next to you and the Tyrannus. Jahil, I know neither you nor the children whose lives we took could ever forgive us for what we done. But believe me when I say, I loved each and every one of you. I loved you so hard that you died. Jahil sat in stunned silence as the video log reached its conclusion. After a moment and some struggle, his mouth formed words we almost couldn't comprehend. Mama didn't trick me? She sealed me up, but not to be kept as an energy source? I didn't black out from the torture? She saved me? Jahil, I can't begin to understand what you've been through and how you've suffered. But I know what it feels like to not be able to trust anyone around you. What I don't get is how any of this makes you want to disrupt the peace and hurt the people of Gasco. Your thirst for revenge was based on a false assumption. Can we please stop this? There's no reason for you to fight anymore. I'm sure the woman who sacrificed herself to protect you would agree. About our little brawl, yeah? I blacked out during the fight earlier. I don't even really know what happened. You think the fight was good enough to settle the score? Good, bad, I couldn't say. I just know no good can come from hurting people or taking lives. None of us like fighting. You know, I don't like fighting either. I guess something just snapped in me while the soul cannon fed on me over and over again. Fighting you all was fun, I guess, but for the first time in my life I was enjoying it. I hadn't felt so exhilarated since Mama told me stories about the big wide world outside the facility. It kinda sucks that I'll never really know if things were settled properly. Is fighting really the only way that we can settle things? I think we might know another way. And what way is that? How about a race? What the hell, are you screwing with me? Not at all, this is how we did it back in my hometown. Guess that must be one of those games Mama told me about, the ones kid outside the facility played. Sounds like it could be pretty fun. There's no reason to keep fighting, Jahil, don't you agree? No, I can't say that I do. This isn't over for me. I can't just leave things unfinished. What's there to finish? Hey, get your ass back here. Give Hannah back. Think you can let Belenos go this one last time? Is that too much to ask? Damn it. I have to do something for Hannah's sake. Once I'm done, we can settle things correctly. Alright. I guess you can't trust me. You'll just have to see for yourselves the next time that we meet. What the hell's he up to? Not sure, but I'm gonna choose to trust him. I bet he's willing to surprise us. Father, have we gone against your wishes? He only wanted you to do the goddamn dishes. Just what is it that you intend to do? I've made up my decision and I'm following through with it. I'm bringing you back to your friends, though who's to say if this'll work? What do you mean, Jahil? I'm gonna try to make the Belenos whole so it can fulfill its original purpose, to bring back those that we've lost. Chapter 9 is completed. Looky that, we're here. It's been ages. You've been here before? Oh, I've been around all kinds of port towns. Must have been quite the traveler. I'd have to rank this place as number 4 on the list of the best ones, though. Might want to keep that to yourself. Anyways, this looks like a good place to stop. Thank you for watching, and I will see you probably in like an hour once this is uploaded with the final chapter, hopefully.